Thank you. It's a great honor to be here. So I come from Venezuela. In Venezuela, we have been living a dictatorship now for more than 25 years that has gotten way worse over the past 25 years, over the past 5 years. I don't come today to talk to you just about someone who believes in freedom, but someone who has fought for it, has been in prison for it, and now continues to fight. And I'm not the only one. There are many of us that have done that. I've learned many things about freedom, but the most important one I learned when I was in solitary confinement, that freedom is not one thing. Freedom is a sum of many things. Freedom is the possibility to speak out, to move freely around your country, to assemble with whomever you want, to have your own property. And all of those freedoms were taken away from me and from millions of Venezuelans. So today, I want to speak to you about decentralized resistance. And let's start with those two words, decentralized. Decentralized means that there are no gatekeepers, that there's no control, that the people have the control. And let's be clear that decentralization is not a feature, it's a philosophy, it's a commitment, it's a value. And resistance is the will to fight. And the will to fight and fall down and stand up and to continue to fight until we win. So what is decentralized resistance to a space like this? Decentralized resistance is the convergence of people, Bitcoin, Nostr, and AI. People, it's about the center and the end of what we are doing. Brave women and men who sacrifice their freedom, who take risks, who are willing to fight for other people. If it's not about people, technology wouldn't be something worth fighting for. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is freedom money. It's decentralized. Nobody controls it. Nobody can stop it. It can move around without borders. In Venezuela, we have lived the weaponization of money, of the banking system. I myself have not been able to have a bank account in my country for the past 20 years. If you have an NGO, that NGO is weaponized by the regime because they will know who is funding that NGO and who the beneficiaries. But not just NGOs, not just political movements. Now, anyone in society has been a victim of the weaponization of the money. But it's not just about the control of the money, it's also about the value of the money. In Venezuela, we have lived through hyperinflation to a level only compared to Zimbabwe and to Germany in the 20th century. So we know what it means to have freedom money. For us, in Venezuela, like in many other places in the world, Bitcoin is a possibility to do something that you can do if the regime makes you use the banking system. We have used it, and we have used it in different ways. Bitcoin and stablecoins. In 2020, we were able to provide direct support to medical doctors and nurses, more than 80,000 people using stablecoin. And then we have moved to support democracy activists. Today, we're supporting thousands of activists, the families of political prisoners, and many other people using this way of transferring value. If Bitcoin is freedom money, Nostr is freedom speech. I started to hear about Nostr a bit a year ago, and it really didn't make sense at the beginning. But then the 28th of July election came. Maduro stole the election. He developed a massive repression to the Venezuelan people. Thousands of people went to prison, but he also censored social media. He blocked X. He weaponized WhatsApp. And he starting to block any social media. So now in Venezuela, we understand that a social media, a way to communicate, that is a protocol that nobody owns, that there are no gatekeepers, that nobody can turn the switch down, that it cannot be censored, it's something of great value. And AI is coming along, and it is something that is growing by the minute. I myself just did a website in 5 minutes. You can find it in Bitcoin Park/Leo. So this, what we're talking about, you can just see it. And AI can be used to tell people if what they're reading is the truth or if it's false, to defend themselves, to protect themselves, only if it's used with the right values. So for us, decentralized technology is the convergence of people, Bitcoin, Nostr, and AI, but always starting and ending with people. It's about people wanting to be free. We have been training thousands of people in Venezuela, and through the World Liberty Congress, we are expanding this idea to Africa, to Southeast Asia, to other parts in Latin America, to Eastern Europe, to have movements that use technology with passion, with results, and with one thing in mind, to be free. So let's imagine a world where we have all of this technology put into the service of people who want to be free. People who are in their countries and people who are outside their countries but want to go back. Imagine a large movement where nobody, because freedom is something that not one person, not one organization, not one country is going to get. It's about the network. It's about a movement. And decentralized resistance is about creating a movement with many nodes that connect people that want freedom. So with people, Bitcoin moves resources. Nostr speak the freedom speech. AI helps us think, doing it fast, and people fight. Thank you very much, and let's go with decentralized resistance. Thank you very much.